Hello, this is Mr. Trewick. I'm going to share this short video with you of how to upload files using Desmos and Google Forms. So this is on the last page of your Google Form assignment today, and it's asking you to compare the graph that is shown right here on the screen, g of x, with another graph, f of x. What we have to do is go to a separate program that will graph this for us. So I'm going to open a new tab and go to desmos.com, desmos.com. This is a free graphing calculator that you can use. If you click on graphing calculator, it'll take you to this screen. Now we need to go back and look and see what our function is. F of x, we can just use the letter y in place of that. Y equals negative absolute value. This is the vertical line button right above the enter key. X plus 4, absolute value, minus 5. And since it's hard to see on this, we're going to zoom out just a little bit. What you should notice here is that the maximum point on this graph goes up to negative 5 on the y-axis. Looking at the other graph, the maximum point of this graph goes up to negative 3. Which means the larger maximum is this graph shown on the screen right now. That's g of x. So your answer would be g in parentheses x. Now you can use the Desmos graphing calculator to make any of these graphs. To solve this equation using a graph, we're going to set each side equal to y on our graphing calculator. So we'll go back to Desmos. We're going to change this to y equals the absolute value of 2x plus 6. You go ahead and hit enter, it'll give you the second absolute value bar. Then we're going to type in the right side of that equation, which equals 10, y equals 10, and type that in. What we're looking for is the two places on this graph where they intersect. You can click near this point, and it will give it to you. And same thing over here. It will give you the values. We're only looking for the x values, which are negative 8 and 2. If we solve this equation using algebra, those are the two answers that we would get, negative 8 and 10. Now this says to upload a picture of the graph. Well, we can use Desmos to do that as well. So go back to your Desmos tab, come over here beside the sign up button where it says share graph, click that. Then you want to click Export Image. You can change the size of this graph to whatever you want. I just leave it on the standard version. And you want to download that. It will say Desmos graph, and if you've saved more than one, it will have a number up here. Now exit out of that. Go back to your Google form. You want to click Add File. From here, if you've used your Chromebook, this will be the same thing. It will be on upload, and you need to select files from your device. For this, it should take you to your download section, and then you will find the graph that you had. Mine is number 6. Go ahead and click Open. That will upload the picture onto this screen. Then you click Upload once again, and it uploads it as a graph. You can even click on it to see a picture of your graph. Just like that. And that's all you have to do for any of these graphs. So this will work for this next problem here, and so on and so forth. Let's look at the very last problem. This is one where the algebra complicates things, but we're going to do the easy version of it here. The cost of shipping a 25-pound box with UPS is $25.50. If the weight of the box may vary by no more than 3 pounds, what is the range of weights of a box that ships for $25.50? The cost doesn't matter on this. What matters is how heavy can the box be. 25 pounds is your middle number. It can go up or down by 3 pounds. So if you take 3 away from 25, that gives you 22 pounds. If you add 3 to 25, it gives you 28. Now, the way to make a graph of this is to go back to Desmos, and I'll just give you the equation for this. The first one will be y equals the absolute value of x minus 25. And then the second one, we want it to have a variation of 3 pounds. So we'll put the number 3 in just y equals 3. Since this intersects over towards the right side of the graph, I'm going to click and drag with the left button over to here. And then you can click those two intersection points and it will tell you the x value. You may have to click it twice. And there we have our two intersection numbers, 22 and 28. And you can use this idea to solve any equation using the graphing calculator. We want to save that. So we're going to share the graph, export the image, download, go back to Google Forms, add the file, select file from your device, choose the correct graph, the last one you downloaded, open, and upload. As I said before, you can use this for every single graph on this assignment. I hope this video was helpful. I plan on making several more. Please give me feedback with email, and of course, if you need any help, feel free to email me at any time. Thank you and have a good weekend.